Good morning. Hi, this is Travis from the National Weather Service, and this is your weather hazard briefing for Tuesday, September 3rd. Looking at the current water vapor imaging, you can see we have a high pressure ridge built over us right now, and we have some monsoon moisture kind of moving into our southern areas, and then there's a low here off the Pacific. This low is going to move forward, push east today, according to the model depictions, and that's going to bring a little bit breezy winds, particularly later this afternoon, although it does look weaker than originally projected. Looking as of note, also there's Hurricane Dorian just off the coast of Florida. Here is the depiction of the winds and its track. Looking in the short-term model, you can see that monsoon moisture continuing to move into our area. Slight chance of isolated thunderstorms this afternoon. You can see that low does move over northern Idaho. We'll tighten the gradient a little bit late this evening into tomorrow slightly. I'll show you those winds here in a minute. Here's that monsoon moisture continues Wednesday afternoon with showers of thunderstorms southern there, maybe making it into the Snake River Plain, and then we have a frontal boundary that's going to move Thursday afternoon into Friday morning. Chance of wetting rain across the northern areas that we have. And that's it for the short term. I'll go the long term here in a minute. Here's as far as the surface map is concerned. We do have high pressure ridging over us. There is a troughing associated with that low or weak cold front off of the Washington coast. That will kind of, like I said, move late tonight into tomorrow morning. Here's our max temperatures. Still well above normal, a good 5-10 degrees above normal across the area. And our RH's minimum relative humidity still looks pretty low, below 15% in a lot of areas. Not so much in our southern areas as a result of that monsoon moisture making in, but in our Snake River Plain and valleys in our northern areas, we do have still critical values. Our wind gusts this afternoon are approaching that critical value of 25 for the central mountains, but looks to, for the most part, hold down. That's, in the ridgetop areas where we probably have the better relative humidity. You can see the ridgetops don't have their critical values, so we held off on any highlights or red flags for that. And you can see for the 30 miles an hour in the Snake Arco Desert, not there. And we do have some areas approaching 25 in our southern areas, but again, our moisture is well up if you look at that, above their critical values. And as far as Wednesday is concerned, it is showing that tropical moisture kind of moving through, and that boundary's kind of already pushed through. So we are looking at a chance of showers and thunderstorms, particularly in our southwest areas, but probably going to get some near Bear Lake as well. And then as far as our max temperatures, you can see that rises a little bit on Wednesday, just slightly, still in that 5 to 10, maybe that 8 to 12 above normal. And then our min RH does increase even better, particularly in our southern areas. But our Snake River Plain, particularly on the northern portions of it, Arco Desert, and north in our valleys still remain critical. And then our wind gusts, you can see, do pick up quite a bit. They pick up. With that boundary kind of moving through. Like I said, it moves through late tonight into the Wednesday, and so we have the residual part of that in our northern areas. Reaching that near critical for 410 as far as wind speeds of 30. But again, the RHs are close, particularly the Arco Desert in that one little area there. Elsewhere, they're 15 or above. So that one would be a close one. Probably 410 would be the only one considered at that point. Maybe 476. Just again, it depends on the relative humidity. It seems to be rising. If it rises a little bit more, then I take it out of that threshold. As you're looking at as we move into Thursday, we do have that frontal boundary moving through. Good chance of rain across the whole area. I wouldn't say I meant to put the precip amounts. They're not real high. With the exception of maybe the central mountains where it looks like a pretty good chance of wetting rain, particularly the northern portion and Island Park area. The rest of the areas are probably less than a tenth. And as far as looking as our max temperature, it does drop. We're still about 4 to 8 degrees above normal still. But it does drop for Thursday, and then as you look at our minute RH, it does improve above critical for pretty much everywhere, maybe just one small portion of the Arco Desert. And then our wind gusts on Thursday are not too bad with that frontal boundary. I suspect that these wind speeds may get pushed up a little bit with that boundary moving through. And then looking at our long term, you can see that this picks off, showing that frontal boundary move through the better precip in our northern areas. And then high pressure ridging does build in on Saturday, bringing back a slightly warmer temperatures. And then we have now we're back to a wetter solution as far as a wet, windy system moving through on Sunday. That would be a fairly significant system if that comes through. Probably season ending for a lot of zones for fire weather, in particular our northern areas. So that concludes our brief. If you have any questions, give us a call at this number. Thanks.